good afternoon and happy, what's today, Friday, to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I woke up kind of early today, but I really didn't wind up getting anything really done today. I actually did end up going with my mom. We went to a thrift store. We were going to go to a whole bunch of garage sales today, but then my mom didn't feel good. So we ended up just going to the thrift store, and she didn't end up actually getting anything. I found a Panthers like pennant at this thrift store. They had a handful of like NFL ones. They had like Detroit and like maybe the Texans or something like that. I don't even know. But they did have the Panthers, and so I was like, oh my gosh, I want to get this for Matthew and Jack for their room, because they have a whole bunch of like random like sports things and stuff like that up on the wall. Like they've got like, they aren't pennants, but they're like these little like flag kind of thingies that like, but they like hang like kind of. So anyways, they have like a bunch of those. They have the Bears, the Hawks, the Cubs, and the, what team am I forgetting? The Bulls. And so I was like, and they have something else too, I think, that's like kind of sports related-y. But they like, you know, just stuff that's like up on their wall already, but they don't have anything Panthers. So when I saw it, it was $3, and it was like, I don't know, I felt like $3 was kind of a little much, but I got it for them. So that, and then I was like, oh, maybe if they have a Seahawks one, I'll get it for my dad for like Father's Day, and they didn't have one. So I didn't end up getting that, but I thought that would have been cool too, like, cause like the Panthers are like our favorite team next to the Bears, and then my dad's favorite team next to the Bears is Seahawks. So if they would have had that, I probably would have picked it up, but they didn't. So like I said, they had a whole bunch of random ones, but they didn't have the Bears, and they didn't have the what did I say, the Seahawks, but they did have the Panthers. So I thought that was, like I said, really cool, and like something that like obviously like around here, like because we're not in Carolina, we don't get like that kind of stuff, and like at a thrift store, you know what I mean? So the fact that they had them, I was like, oh wow, that's really cool, because if not, I probably would end up paying like $10 for one of those things at like, you know, an actual like sports store or something like that. So that's why, again, I thought it was a pretty good, decent deal, but I still kind of felt like it was a little bit much, because, you know, it's just a little thing that had the Panthers logo on it, and yeah. So anyways, guys, I ended up going there today, but we didn't end up going to the garage sales. Like I said too, I woke up early today. I was up actually at like 8 o'clock, I think I woke up. And then we ended up going out to just the one store, I think maybe around like noon or something like that. And then we came back home. Actually, maybe, I think it was before noon, maybe like 11 o'clock or something like that, because Matthew ended up leaving to go to his festival concert thingy. I don't even know what it is. That like, I think he was supposed to leave at 1 o'clock, so we had to try and be home by 1, I think, or something like that. My mom was planning on going somewhere at 1 as well, so I think maybe we did. We left at like 10:30 or like 11 o'clock or something like that. So anyways, and Matthew ended up leaving for his thing, and today Jack had his last day of school, guys. So he's officially on summer vacation, and I don't know if he has to go back on Monday, because like sometimes, at least like when I was little, and then I think most of when Matthew was in like elementary and middle school, you'd have to go back for like one day for like, I don't even know, like 2 hours or something like that to pick up your report card, because it had to be so many hours or something like that for it to officially count as a full day of school. And so like they would give you like the minimum amount at all, which was just to literally like pick up your report card. You'd already always clean out your desk and stuff like that, but you would just go and pick up your report card, and that's it. I don't know if other schools do that, but that was how it was for us. I think also in middle school, because middle school is the same district as elementary schools for us. But I remember when I was in 6th grade and 2nd grade, because that was the only elementary school I went to, like to public school, and so those 2 years I remember like going for like those like 2 hours or whatever it was just to go pick it up, and then you go back home. It's like there's no reason, like, honestly. And I think when I was in 6th grade, we literally just sat around the floor in the classroom, because like everything's being picked up and cleaned up already. Like I don't even think there was chairs. We just sat around and we played like like one of those games with like the ball where you like throw it to somebody and like you have to say something or something like that, like, oh, have a good summer or something like that, and so then you throw it to another person and they like say something. I don't even remember what it was. Or like we just went around the room and said like what we were gonna do over the summer or something. It was so dumb, and like that's officially a day of school, like, yeah. So I don't know if Jack has to go back and do that for middle school or not, and or like if it's just on Monday he has to go back, or if today was officially his last day of school and he's officially done with school. But I actually think today was his last day because I think his graduation's on Monday or Tuesday, so I don't think he has to go and pick up his report card. But it was funny though, because my friend, she would always say that her parents would never let her, like, make her go, and they also thought it was really stupid, like, why do you have to go for a day of school to pick up your report card and everything like that, when if you don't show up they just mail it to your house. So it's like, why would you waste that time to like show up and stuff like that? So she always got to have an extra day of summer vacation because she never ended up going, and her siblings never ended up going to the, what's it called, the last day of like that school, like that 2 or 3 hours or whatever it was, or hour and a half or 45 minutes or something, that you go to like pick up your report card. So honestly though, it still counted as like an absence if you didn't show up, but it was, like I said too, it was kind of like dumb, like that you just go and, like I said, you literally just sit around the floor and like, or you know, like just talk or something like that, or like, it was so dumb that like, especially too because like the parents like that drive and pick up their kids, you go and drop your kid off at like, let's say it's like 8 o'clock or something like that, right? And then and I don't even think it was like a full 2 hours. I think it was like maybe an hour and 45 minutes maybe, or 40, anywhere between 45 minutes to 2 hours, right? So if you're a parent and like you live like maybe, let's say like 5 to 10 minutes away even, right? So you drive home and then literally in like a half an hour to like an hour or 2, like less than that, you'd have to drive back to the school and go pick your kid up. Like, it never made any sense. And that was specifically too because my friend did live further away than like most kids to the elementary school, and so yeah, like I said, I don't know why they did that or do that, or like, you know, I mean, like I said, I guess because it has to, like, because of the school, you have to have so many days of school for an official school year or whatever, and so on that very last day they're like, let's just make it so you pick up your report card. And it was always like a Monday or something like that too, so you'd wind up coming in for one day after like a weekend or something and pick up your report card. So yeah guys, I don't know if that's normal, like if other schools do that and stuff like that, but our school did that. And like I said, the elementary schools I know all followed it, and I'm pretty sure, at least I think that the middle schools did it too, or something like that, because in middle schools you didn't have like finals, you had like last tests and stuff like that, but you didn't have like finals. So it's weird guys, it's been so long since like middle school, like I haven't even thought about like middle school. The other really sad thing is guys, is that my middle school that I went to, which is the same middle school my mom went to because she lived in this area too and grew up here and went to the same high school and everything like that. She went to a different elementary school that has since been knocked down. She didn't live in the same area to go to like our middle school or our elementary school, which has been around though since she was like young here. But when she lived here in the middle school, like they did like a whole bunch of like remodels and everything like that, and they added like another like wing kind of to the middle school. And then right after I graduated, I think right when Matthew started going, he was the first 7th grade that also had 6th grade, so there were 2 like incoming classes, both of 7th and 6th grade, because 6th grade used to not be there when I was there. It was only 7th and 8th grade. And so then Matthew's, I think, first year of 7th grade was also when 6th graders were in the middle school as well. So then Jack had all 3 years of middle school, whereas like me and Matthew only had 2. But like I said, the middle school now is like so different from what it was, because I've been there a few times because Matthew played volleyball, and they had like they have another gym where they only used to have like, well, they had 2, but then now they have like 3 gyms. That one's the really new gym, and then they also had like a new lunchroom too, with like an auditorium in the lunchroom, and like I don't even know, guys, it was just crazy. And then on top of that too, now the high school is supposed to get this huge crazy remodel, like, or expansion and stuff like that, and I'm like, and they already had like some weird stuff, like the what's it called? The lunchroom isn't the same as the lunchroom used to be anymore. Commons is what we called it. Like I said, guys, there's so much weird stuff that like everything's changed. And because like Matthew and Jack were still like going through there, like, and I've been in there since then, it's like, this isn't how I remembered it. Like the middle school or like the high school and stuff like that. The elementary school is still the same. Like the last time I was there, it hasn't changed at all. Since I was in 2nd grade, nothing's been added or like moved or anything like that since then. But the what was I gonna say, the high school is supposed to get like the 2nd floor expansion to this one spot, and I'm like, what? Like, that's crazy. They also changed or moved stuff around, and like, I don't even know, guys. If I went through that high school right now, I don't know, or like when they do this new expansion, I don't think I'd be able to figure out how to get through like there, because even going into like the lunchroom is like so different, because they have like stuff like all around in different places that used to not be there and stuff like that. And yeah, guys, like I said though, because now Jack's gonna be going there for high school and stuff like that, and sometimes they'll have like for Matthew, they had awards night for the football in the lunchroom, and when we were sitting there, I was like, this is so weird. And they've done like pancake breakfast for like, that's like hosted by the football, or not hosted by, but like for the football team and stuff like that, like a family like pancake thing or whatever. The gyms are still all the same, except for they did add new bleachers to the gym this year, and in the like high school, which when we went for the alumni game for Matthew, was also really weird. So yeah, guys, it's just really weird when they add like new things to like a school that you were like, you know, you spent like so much of your like 4 years, you know, in that high school, and you know, you had like this pattern of routine of like where you went to your classes and everything like that, and all of a sudden like that hallway's not there, or that staircase is, you know, isn't there anymore. It actually, you know, now the hallway goes a different direction or something like that, or it's expanded on, or you know, something's different, and you're like, how is this like possible? You know, it just seems like so bizarre, because like you have it memorized in your head, like, okay, you go to that room and this classroom and everything like that, and then when it's new, it's like, holy cow, like this can't be the same place that I went to high school or middle school or whatever. So yeah, guys, I don't even know where I was going with the whole thing, but Jack is officially on summer vacation now. So anyways, though, guys, I need to get up early tomorrow though, because we've got 1.5 million places to be tomorrow. And on top of that too, our festival, guys, that they normally have the week after the 4th of July, it's like our town festival, they ended up moving it to this Saturday. They're going to have fireworks, which is actually like a summer kickoff fireworks, which they did do last year, but now they're just, seems like they're mushing everything together. They're also doing the parade at 3 o'clock on Saturday, which Matthew's going to be gone because he's going to be at his festival again, I think all weekend. And then, so like, yeah, guys, we, like I said, have so many places and things we were planning on doing this weekend, but now the parade comes right down our street, so we can't leave our house for like over an hour, several hours really, because they'll probably start blocking off the street like before that. So it's pretty much from like 1 to 2 o'clock until like 4 to 5 o'clock. We won't be able to really like leave our house. Or if we are out, we won't be able to get back into our house, which really stinks, because the other thing, guys, was that I was really excited because I was like, we're gonna have a fence up this year, and like we can have friends over and stuff like that, and like family, and like have our little parties like we used to and stuff like that for the parade. But because they're doing road construction on, I don't know what street that the parade route's supposed to be on, instead of changing the parade route, they just decided, let's just throw it all in together at the same time. So I have no clue if they're doing like the festival, like where they do like the rides and everything like that. But like I said, guys, it seems like it's just kind of gonna be like mushed together and like kind of a last minute thing, because nobody knew about it until like, I didn't find out about it until somebody else ended up like sharing something on Facebook, and I saw about it on I think it was Thursday night or something like that, and I was like, guess what guys, the parade's on Saturday. So we were planning on getting our other vegetable beds in, or vegetable, like our raised garden boxes. We were planning on doing all this like outdoor stuff, but like all day tomorrow we can't. Like we have to make sure that we get all the stuff that we need in the morning, because we can't run it back out to the store, you know, like later when the parade's happening, and we can't build the stuff when the parade's happening, because obviously the parade's going to be happening. So it does kind of stink, guys, because like I said, we were planning on all this and it's not happening, or it is happening, and now we can't get what we needed done because we found out about it like last minute. So that's happening tomorrow though, guys. I'm also, like I said, disappointed because our whole thing was like, at least in my opinion, was like, oh, like I can't wait, like we're gonna have the fence up and then we can do like a little, like, you know, party for the parade, because again, it comes right down our street, so we normally would always have like people over and stuff like that. And I was like, it's the perfect time to like kind of get back into that now that we'll have a fence up and everything. But it's kind of like, no, it's not going to happen. So we really only have Jack's graduation party to look forward to, which we're doing sometime after he graduates, which is on Tuesday. So that winds up bringing our whole story back around full circle. Anyways, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys aren't new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.